Thank you for listening to today's episode of Medical Device Global Market Access by Pure Global. The host will discuss a significant development in the United States reimbursement landscape for innovative medical devices. For years, medical device manufacturers in the U.S. have faced a well-known challenge: the lengthy and often unpredictable gap between receiving market authorization from the Food and Drug Administration, FDA, and securing a favorable coverage decision from the Centers for Medicare and Medicaid Services, or CMS. This gap, often referred to as the Valley of Death, can delay patient access to novel technologies and create significant commercial uncertainty for innovators. A device can be deemed safe and effective by the FDA, but still not be considered reasonable and necessary for Medicare beneficiaries, leading to reimbursement hurdles that can stifle innovation. To address this long-standing issue, on August 7, 2026, CMS published a procedural notice outlining a new pathway designed to create a more streamlined and predictable route to national coverage. This new initiative is called the Regulatory Alignment for Predictable and Immediate Device Coverage Pathway, or RAPID. The core objective of the RAPID pathway is to substantially shorten, and in some cases eliminate, the time between an FDA market authorization and a national Medicare coverage decision for certain highly innovative medical devices. This represents one of the most significant policy shifts in U.S. device reimbursement in recent memory. So, how does the RAPID pathway work, and which devices are eligible? The program is specifically targeted at medical devices that have received the FDA's Breakthrough Device designation. This designation is reserved for technologies that provide for more effective treatment or diagnosis of life-threatening or irreversibly debilitating human diseases or conditions. Under the proposed RAPID pathway, eligibility is further focused on Class 2 and Class 3 Breakthrough-designated devices. For these qualifying devices, CMS plans to work in parallel with the FDA during the pre-market review process. The goal is to issue a proposed National Coverage Determination, or NCD, on the very same day that the FDA grants market authorization. This synchronized decision-making process is a game-changer. Historically, the NCD process could begin months or even years after FDA approval, leaving manufacturers in limbo. Under RAPID, the proposed NCD would immediately open for a public comment period and, if finalized, would establish a clear, nationwide coverage policy for Medicare beneficiaries. This alignment is intended to foster earlier and more collaborative communication between manufacturers, the FDA, and CMS, ensuring that evidence development strategies can be designed from the start to meet the requirements of both agencies. The public comment period for this procedural notice is a critical opportunity for industry feedback, and it is set to close on October 10, 2026. This development has immediate and practical implications for regulatory, quality, and market access teams, particularly those working on innovative technologies. We recommend several concrete actions. First, manufacturers should proactively evaluate their device pipeline to identify potential candidates for the FDA's Breakthrough Device Program. If you have a device that could meet the criteria, pursuing this designation is now more valuable than ever, as it serves as the entry ticket to the RAPID pathway. Second, for those with designated breakthrough devices, it is crucial to prepare for early and parallel engagement with both CMS and the FDA. This means developing a comprehensive communication strategy and being ready to discuss clinical trial design and evidence generation with both agencies concurrently. Third, a critical action item is to reevaluate your evidence generation plans. Your clinical data must not only demonstrate safety and effectiveness for the FDA, but also prove that the device is reasonable and necessary for the Medicare population to satisfy CMS. This may require including specific endpoints, patient populations, and health economic data in your clinical studies that go beyond the typical requirements for FDA pre-market approval. Finally, we strongly encourage all affected stakeholders to review the CMS procedural notice in detail and prepare to submit thoughtful comments before the October 10, 2026 deadline. This is a unique opportunity to shape a policy that will define the market access landscape for innovative devices for years to come. Navigating the complexities of dual FDA and CMS requirements can be challenging. If your team needs assistance developing a global market access strategy, aligning your clinical evidence for multiple regulatory and reimbursement bodies, or preparing submissions, please check out Pure Global. We specialize in helping medtech companies navigate these complex pathways. You can find more information about our free AI tools and global regulatory database in the description. Thank you for listening, and we will see you next time.